The information provided in this video is for entertainment and general information purposes only. It does not constitute professional advice. A professional before attempting any activities shown. Global banking elites maintain control over the world economy through the control of money and debt. These financial powers operate through central banks, which set national interest rates. By raising or lowering these rates, they dictate the cost of borrowing. There is a war being waged, not with guns, but in silent rooms, with ink and arcane language. You were conscripted at birth, a soldier in this invisible war. The system presumes you are theirs to command, a legal entity on their board. If you do not challenge this, you concede your status, and the battle is lost before it begins. Look around you. This world is a complex illusion, built on legal fictions and commercial contracts. People are not citizens, but assets. Commodities used to secure debt. Your birth certificate is the instrument of your bondage, creating a legal fiction in your name. The path to freedom begins with understanding this grand deception. Status is more than a word. It's a weapon. The all-caps name on your documents is not you, but a legal fiction, a corporate entity created by the state. When you answer to it, you agree to be governed by its rules. The system presumes you are this fiction. Your silence is your consent. The battle for status is the battle for your identity.
Legal status seems simple, just your rights and duties. But each status is a bar on the window, a lock on the door. The system hides your true sovereignty, offering only pre-approved roles: debtor, subject, taxpayer. But you have the power to reject these chains and reclaim your freedom.
The masters of this system love to use Latin. It sounds official, authoritative, a barrier between you and the truth. Status quo means the state in which permanence, a cage. It is the system of your enslavement. To challenge your status is to rebel against the status quo. Your status can be corrected. In the courtroom, the judge appears as the ultimate authority, cloaked in black, elevated above all. But their power is not inherent. It's granted by the corporate system they serve. Judges are administrators, managing bankruptcy, settling accounts, not dispensing true justice. Their authority over you depends on your status. As a sovereign, they have none. As a 14th Amendment citizen, you become their subject. Challenge your status, and you threaten their power, revealing the judge as just another corporate manager in a robe. The real courtroom drama is about control, not justice. In 1933, the gold standard vanished, and Americans surrendered their gold, unknowingly trading sovereignty for debtor status. The government seized real wealth, leaving only paper promises and debt in its place. Most complied, conditioned to forget their true status as sovereigns. By turning in gold, people became collateral for the national debt. Sureties for a bankrupt corporate state. Money became fiction, and contracts became chains. The stage was set. Every citizen transformed into a resource pledged against endless debt. The 14th Amendment, passed after the Civil War, didn't free the people. It redefined them as federal subjects. State citizenship was replaced by allegiance to the federal corporation. This new citizen was a legal fiction, created for control, not liberty. The amendment's language hid chains in plain sight, trading sovereignty for privileges. Most never saw the trap, believing they'd gained rights while surrendering their birthright. The 14th Amendment citizen became the perfect asset, easy to tax, regulate, and control. Rights became privileges, revocable at the state's whim. In 1871, Congress quietly replaced the Republic with a corporation, the United States. States became franchises, the President a CEO, and the Constitution a relic. The new entity operated under commercial law, prioritizing business over rights. Citizens became customers and assets, not sovereigns. By accepting 14th Amendment status, you became a franchisee of this corporate state. The government you thought you knew was replaced by a shadow corporation. The corporate government used emergency powers to classify non-subjects as enemies. If you're not a 14th Amendment citizen, you're presumed an outsider, an enemy by default. The system forces you into two boxes, subject or enemy, erasing the concept of sovereign. Martial rule persists, treating all as potential combatants in a commercial war. Your silence or refusal to comply is seen as a threat to their order. With gold gone, the bankrupt state pledged its people as collateral, using the strawman, a corporate fiction created at birth. Your birth certificate became a security, your future labor pledged for debt. By using the all-caps name, you agree to be the surety for this fiction. Every interaction with the system binds you to its debts. Only by rejecting the fiction and declaring your living status can you escape this invisible bondage. Otherwise, you remain a slave on the corporate plantation. Every courtroom is a labyrinth, guarded by a three-headed beast. Status, jurisdiction, and adjudication. Most focus only on the drama of the trial, but the real battle is at the first two gates. Understand the pillars, and you see the court's power is just an offer, one you can decline. The first battle is for status. In court, you're presumed the debtor, the subject, the surety for the all-caps strawman. When you answer to that name, the first gate slams shut. To win, reject the role they assign. Declare, you are the living man or woman, not the fiction. Stand firm. This is the key to the first gate. After status, you reach the second gate, jurisdiction. The court's power over you isn't automatic, it requires your consent. By entering a plea, you accept their authority. But you can challenge it. Ask, what is the court's jurisdiction? Refuse to consent, and you hold the gate closed. Adjudication is theater, a ritual, not a search for truth. By the time you reach trial, the verdict is already decided. You are not a defendant, but an asset. The only question is how you will pay. The real battle is fought in the shadows, long before you ever reach the stage. The machinery of your bondage is lubricated with ink and powered by paper. It begins with your birth certificate, a title to your body, registered as a commodity. This certificate is pledged to bankers, bundled as collateral for national debt. But this fraud is the crack in the prison wall, the flaw you can exploit to reclaim what is yours. Your signature is your soul. Every form you sign, Social Security, driver's license, bank account, is an adhesion contract. You're not negotiating. You're agreeing to be the surety for the strawman, trading liberty for convenience. Your actions bind you to their system, layer by layer. The illusion of choice. Voter registration is presented as freedom, but it's a binding contract. By voting, you consent to be governed, accepting a subordinate status. They don't care who you vote for, only that you do. Your participation is your consent, perfecting the bond that began at birth. You take the noose, place it around your neck, and let them pull it tight. Section 4. The Mind's Prison. Education as Indoctrination. The machinery of bondage cannot run on paper and contracts alone. It requires a more fundamental component, a compliant mind. The greatest deception is not external but internal. It is the colonization of your thoughts, the shaping of your worldview from your earliest years. The public education system is not designed to teach you how to think. It is designed to teach you what to think. It is a system of indoctrination, a 12-year program to create obedient citizens, compliant workers, and unquestioning subjects for the corporate state.
It is the factory that produces the fuel for the machine. From the first time you are forced to pledge allegiance to a flag representing a bankrupt corporation, the conditioning begins. You are taught a falsified history, a sanitized civics, a version of reality where the government is your protector and the Constitution is still the law of the land. You are taught that freedom is granted by the state, that your rights are privileges, and that obedience is a virtue. You are taught to trust authority, to follow rules without question, and to believe that the system, while perhaps flawed, is fundamentally just. It is a brainwashing of a scale so vast it becomes invisible. This institutional brainwashing creates a useful fiction in the minds of the people, a cognitive dissonance that allows them to see the bars of their cage but call them decorations. Even as they grow up and are repeatedly shown that the facts of their lives contradict what they were taught, the initial programming holds firm. They see the corruption, the injustice, the boot on their neck, but they explain it away as an anomaly, a failure of individuals, not a feature of the system. The ideal of a government of, by, and for the people remains a powerful, pacifying myth, a lullaby for the enslaved. This is the prison for your mind that makes the physical prison possible. They know that as long as you believe you are free, you will never truly seek freedom. As long as you believe in the legitimacy of their system, you will never challenge its authority. People like former Justice Antonin Scalia could openly view the public as mere chattel because they know this. They know we have not discovered the loss of our sovereign status, much less taken steps to reclaim it. We are presumed to be subjects because we act like subjects, we think like subjects, and we have been meticulously educated, from cradle to grave, to be nothing else. Freedom begins with a chilling realization. You are not the name in all capital letters, but the living soul behind it. The system's deception shatters as you awaken, seeing the phantom for what it is, a parasite, not your master. Your anger is righteous. Use it to reclaim your power and navigate the system as a master, not a victim. Your journey begins with a foundational act of commerce. You must reclaim the title to the property that was stolen from you at birth. Your name, your body, your future labor, all embodied in the strawman. Since the state created this fiction and holds the title, you must use their own processes to take it back. You must become the secured party creditor over the strawman debtor. This is not a metaphorical statement. It is a legal and commercial reality that you will establish through a series of precise, deliberate actions. You are filing a lien against the fiction, a lien that predates and supersedes all other claims, including those of the corporate state. First, you must create a security agreement. This is a private contract between you, the living man or woman, the creditor, and the straw man, the debtor. In this document, you, the creditor, agree to provide value to the debtor in exchange for a security interest in all of its assets and property. What value do you provide? Your life, your energy, your compliance with its obligations, your agreement to act as its surety, all the things you have been doing for free your entire life. Now, you will formalize it. The straw man, in return, pledges all its property, past, present, and future, as collateral for this debt. Naturally, the debtor, the fiction, agrees to these terms because you are its mind and will. This private security agreement is the cornerstone of your new status. It establishes in contract that you and the all-caps name are separate entities. It proves that there is a debtor-creditor relationship between the two. You are no longer presumed to be the straw man. You are now, by express written contract, its primary creditor. You have a superior claim to all its assets. This includes the birth certificate title, the Social Security account, the driver's license, and any other property or accounts registered to the fiction. You are taking control of the asset that was pledged to the bankers. With this security agreement in hand, you are preparing to step out of the shadows of private contract and into the public world of commerce. You have created the legal basis for your claim. This is not just about declaring yourself a sovereign and hoping the world will recognize it. It is about using the established, universally recognized rules of commerce, the Uniform Commercial Code, or UCC, to document your status in a way that the system cannot ignore. You are not asking for permission. You are filing a notice of a pre-existing lien, asserting your rightful place at the top of the commercial food chain. Your private security agreement is powerful, but to have force in their commercial world, it must be made public. You must put the world on notice of your claim. This is done by filing a UCC-1 financing statement. The Uniform Commercial Code is the Bible of commerce. It governs all commercial transactions, and the corporate state and its courts are bound by it. The UCC-1 is your paper sword. It is a public declaration of your security interest in the strawman. It is the formal registration of your lien, placing you on the public record as the principal creditor of the all-caps name. The UCC-1 statement is filed with the Secretary of State, typically in the state where the strawman is considered to be located or domiciled by their rules. On this form, you list yourself, the living man or woman, as the secured party, the creditor. You list the strawman, the name in all capitals, as the debtor. In the collateral description box, you describe the property that is securing the debt. This includes all property of the debtor, of every kind, now owned or hereafter acquired. This is your public claim over the entire fiction and all its assets, including the original birth certificate title held by the state. Once your UCC-1 is filed and accepted, your status is fundamentally altered. You have perfected your security interest. You are no longer just a presumed debtor wandering into their courts. You are now, on the public record, a secured party creditor. You have a registered, legal, and commercial claim that is superior to almost any other. When the corporate state or any of its agents tries to bring a claim against the strawman, they are now in a subordinate position to you. They are a junior creditor trying to collect from an asset over which you hold the primary lien. This changes the entire dynamic of any future interaction. This is the recapturing of your rights, titles, and interest. This is how you gain the standing and capacity to challenge their presumptions. Before, you were just a voice crying in the wilderness. Now you have a filed, numbered public document that proves your status. You have used their system to create an undeniable record of your claim. This UCC filing is not the end of the journey, but it is the weapon you will need for the battles to come. You have moved from being the property pledged for the debt to being the holder of the lien on that property. You have begun to turn the tables on the entire fraudulent system. As secured party creditor, you no longer argue or pay bills sent to the strawman. Instead, you accept for value, endorsing the bill, not paying from your pocket. You direct the charge to be settled by the strawman's account, authorizing discharge using your credit. This act transforms you from debtor to creditor, controlling the outcome, not being charged. The goal isn't endless conflict with the state, but peace. Control over your affairs, free from their claims. You wage peace, not war, using knowledge and calm authority to settle accounts, not argue. You stand as creditor, not defendant, calmly discharging claims and refusing to contract into their system. Withdraw your consent, assert your true status, and watch the structure of your enslavement crumble. At the end of this dark passage, you stand at a crossroads in the twilight of a collapsing age. Before you lie two paths. One, wide and easy, leads to forgetting and comfortable chains. The other, narrow and thorny, is the path of knowing and sovereignty. Only one path offers a chance to be free and reclaim what was stolen from you at birth. The candle is now in your hand. The choice is yours. To choose the narrow path is to accept a heavy burden. The world will never look the same again. Every document, every news broadcast, every flag, now seen through the lens of dark knowledge. This clarity is isolating, but it is also a gift. The weight of this knowledge is the weight of a crown, heavy, but yours by right. The war for sovereignty is not over. It's fought every day, in every courtroom, every traffic stop, and every official form. The empire of deceit adapts, weaving new traps to ensnare the unwary. But you have a power they can never possess. The power of truth. You are a crack in the dam of their control. The war is now. The battlefield is you.